Hello, everybody. Before we start the show, we wanted to thank everybody who has been supporting us for the past 2 weeks on our show. It's like we really appreciate all you guys for your feedbacks and everybody who has messaged me and had messaged Arlen about the podcast. It's like it means the world to both of us how much positivity have we've been getting on the show. So we wanted to take this time to thank everybody who has listened to the show, give us advice and stuff like that. Please keep on listening to it. Please keep on telling your friends. It's like your moms, your aunts, and all the gothic baddies. It's like whoever wants to listen to the podcast comes to listen to the podcast. It's like we don't discriminate, though. But in all seriousness, we appreciate all you guys for the love and the support, and please continue supporting us and in this podcast. It's like supporting Arlen on his videos, supporting myself in my clips. So again, thank you from the bottom in the bottom from our hearts. Thank you very much for all the support and love.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Perfect. Oh, for today's episode, let's talk about building a brand as a videographer. Cool?
Hell yeah, dog.
Right, what you got? You got any stories?
Okay. The story is okay. So let me see. I was like, I tell everybody. I've been doing this for 10 years. Dude, I sound like a broken record, to be honest with you.
Just
because
that
I tell
old guy
people,
at the bar.
the old guy in the bar. I'm like, yeah, dude, man. I remember in my day. It's like
back in
10
my
years.
day.
Back in my day. But honestly, a story I remember was 2018. I got a message from Warrior Wrestling. I'm gonna mention them. Shout out to Warrior, shout out to Steve, shout out to Henry, Eric, Dominic, and everybody part of the team. Like I love them. I love them all very much. But at the time, it was Steve. Steve ran the social media. He messaged me on Twitter. Sorry, now it's considered X.
The X. You gotta say X.
X. But he messaged me and he was like, "Hey, I've heard really good things about your name, about your brand." I was like, "I'm a fan of your work." And he was like, "I really want you to be a part of our show, our first show." And this was on May of 2018. I was like, that was gonna be their first show.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to because I already had plans on that date, so I couldn't do it. Right. But he messaged me again of 2018. It was like, "Hey, we're doing our second show and we would love to have you." So then the second show was it was all in weekend.
Okay.
The first all in.
Yeah.
So he booked me on that show, and that show was phenomenal. And it was like I'm always gonna remember this. It was the wrestling. No, was it a attrition match? Yeah, it was an attrition match. It was like I think it was like 8 competitors, and then from the 8 competitors would do a tag team match, and then from the tag team match they would do a singles match, and then that's how they crowned it the first warrior champion.
Okay.
One of the competitors that I most remember, Rey Mysterio, was there. So that was the night that I met Rey Mysterio. That first night. So then I did that incredible show. Like if you see it, you're like, damn, that show was really fucking good. But I only got booked on that show because of the brand that I built in Chicago at the time.
Because they knew you was wrestling with unicorns, right?
Yeah, they knew I was wrestling with unicorns, because they knew of what I did and how much I brought to the promotion. Even though I was just 2 years into the business, but they believed in me because of how much things they've seen in the internet and how much other people have told them about me at the time.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, with that being said, let's roll the intro.
Okay, so the intro goes like this.
All right,
welcome to Shutter Slam. Your two hosts, Arlen, Sleepwalker. Dude, I almost fucked up. I was like,
I think one day we'll get this right. Okay, ready? Take two.
Okay, let's take two. Okay, welcome to Shutter Slam with your two hosts, Arlen and Martin, the unicorn. In today's show, we are talking about branding. Branding on your brand.
Branding on your brand.
Branding your brand. No, branding yourself as a brand, because there's usually always the person, but then there's the brand in front of the person.
The brand.
The brand. So you had to make yourself as the brand, even though you're yourself as a person, but you're trying to tell people, hey, You know, like this is my brand. Like your
Mhm.
brand is the Sleepwalker one, right? It's a
Yeah.
Sleepwalker, right?
Sleepwalker, yeah.
Yeah, Sleepwalker.
No
Dude, like
vowels. Remember, because we don't like vowels.
we don't like Bob. Dude, I don't know why. Every time like I see your name,
Yeah,
it reminds me of a Bring Me a Horizon song.
because of sleepwalking, right?
Yes, that's why.
Y
Dude, every time I see your name, I think about Bring Me a Horizon, and I was like,
y
damn. I was like, man. I was like, they used to be so fucking good.
you know what's
Yeah.
crazy?
What's
Anytime,
up?
like, if anyone, like, sees my name, like, "Oh, Sleepwalker, Sleepwalker," they're like, "Is it because you sleepwalk?" I was like, "No, I've never sleepwalked in my entire
What?
life."
Dude, we need an
Never.
episode of like you telling us why you chose Sleepwalker and break it down for us. Like how
Yeah.
you chose Sleepwalker. Like we need a whole episode for that shit.
I'm gonna break it down for you in 10 seconds.
Okay, go.
I wanted to be a DJ with one of my friends,
Uh huh.
and we were gonna be called Sleepwalker, and
Oh
that's the
damn, and
breakdown.
that's all. And that's all.
That's it.
What the fuck?
That's it.
I'm over here thinking, damn, Arden's gonna tell us a whole fucking story about life
No,
and
that's
shit.
it.
You know? Damn,
I just
damn.
thought
Okay,
it sounded cool and it looked cool.
and it
Yeah,
honestly sounds really fucking cool.
yeah.
Honestly, you
I
know,
just
it's like, and it looks cool
Sleepwalker.
too because with no vowels.
No vowels because we don't like vowels.
We don't like vowels. You know, it's like so. I mean, kind of makes sense though. I
Yeah,
like the Sleepwalker name, so it's pretty cool.
I appreciate that. Well, let's
Of
talk
course.
about like why.
Mhm.
Okay, so why do you think it's important to have a brand? Like as a videographer, like what are the like main importances of it?
They mean I'd like so people can know who you are. I feel like to separate yourself from other people,
Mhm.
separate yourself from the pack, because there's a show of photography biographers. You know, like
Yeah.
shout out to all the homies. You know, it's like we love all the homies. Like
Mhm.
trust me. You know, it's like I love everybody who does photography biography. You know, it's like I support everybody. Why? Because everybody supports me. That's why I say support everybody, you know? But it's to separate yourself from them. You know, it's like
Exactly.
to people to be like, oh, hey, like I know that person's work. And like once they see that little clip or they see that one picture,
Mhm.
boom, that was taken by boom, random person, right?
Yeah.
It's like people know your style and separate yourself from everybody else. You know, so because a name matters, you know,
Absolutely.
it's like no offense to anybody or anything, like because I'm not talking shit because I don't like talking shit to people, but it's like making sure that hey, you know, it's like I want to get this guy who has a name already,
Yeah.
you know, somebody established in the business, you know. But fortunately, sometimes people say, hey, I want to give him a try to the young kid. There's no wrong with that shit, you know.
Everyone needs their start, you know.
They all need to start, but sometimes I feel like someone more established in the business and who knows a little bit more knowledgeable will be able to produce a little bit better of work,
Mhm.
but it's because they already know shit,
Yeah.
right? Like like going around the ring and shit, you know, it's like the things from the past episodes that we mentioned, you know, being around the ring, being the surroundings of the ring, you know, like paying attention and know what you're
Paying
doing.
attention, yeah. Paying
Paying
attention.
attention. That's how I call somebody who's a vet in the
Mhm.
photography business, the
Yeah.
rest photography or videography. Somebody who knows the awareness. You know, it's like, and it's like I'm not trashing any new photographer. No, go ahead, do it. But the
Mhm.
thing is, first of all, just talk to other people who are established at the show. Hey, introduce yourself to the homies. Hey, my name is Martin. You know, it's like, what's your name? I always do that. I always try my best to introduce myself to everybody so we can all know who they are. Because going
Because
back to the branding,
yeah.
people know your brand, but they don't know the people. You know, shout out to a friend from California recently. He came up to me to introduce himself because he saw my sweater. So I was
Yeah.
wearing the crew sweater and I had the logo in the back that's mine. Right.
Yeah.
So he came up to me, he goes, hey, are you wrestling unicorns? Like, yeah. He was like, dude, I love your work. He was like, I knew about you before I knew you as a person. He was like, I just
Yeah.
knew the person like a couple seconds ago because I saw your sweater.
Yeah.
But I knew the brand for years. He was like, I knew the brand, but I couldn't capture the
The
face of the
face,
person.
yeah. And I
And
guess
that's
like
going back to the brand. I'm sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
no, no, you go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, so then that goes when I started the brand. I wanted people to know the brand. I didn't want
Yeah.
people to know the face. You know, for years I kept myself like that for years, right? But the thing is, when I realized people need to know a face, so me and my brother were the faces of Wrestle Unicorn. You know, so so that's why people know us. You know, and to this day, people still ask me all the time, "Hey, you know, it's like, I remember you and your brother. I remember you and your
Mhm.
brother." Yeah, it's because we both started the business and we were the faces of Wrestling Unicorns. You
Yeah.
know, but then unfortunately, people already always knew one person and myself. You know, and it wasn't just because I was the face of it. It's just because I was the one in charge of it, and I was the one that created it. That's
Mhm.
going back to the brand,
Yeah.
because I always wanted to create a different brand so people can know, hey, that's not Martin, that's Wrestling with Unicorns, even
Yeah.
though that's Martin, but not the brand. So it's a
To
whole procedure.
yeah, to kind of like piggyback off that, when you talk about like the logo and branding, like I feel like when you're first starting out as a videographer, right, you kind of just like go in blindly, not knowing what you want. Like for instance, when I first went in, I was like, I'm just gonna film a couple shows, see what I like. And as I started to like it, I was like, oh, you know what? I should make a brand. Like I don't want it to just be like, oh, Arnley, 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 like I need something cool. Hence where I Am Sleepwalker came in. And I feel like when I started shooting and putting this stuff out, I didn't like you. I didn't post my face at all. I didn't want my face on my Instagram. I just brought in this death metal logo because I like metal. Hence all my tattoos and everything. The whole band guy
Yeah.
aesthetic. So I was like, I want to bring my past with this. So I brought in like I loved metal, played in a metal band. So I was like, you know what? Let's make a death metal logo. Let's make it sick, eye catching, and let's put that out there. And ever since then, my profile picture has always been my logo, my death metal logo.
Mhm.
And recently at a show, I think it was House of Glory, another photographer, shout out Tones Media, he came up to me and was like, I had no idea if he's ever seen my face, but I was wearing the crew hoodie with my logo on there. He was like, are you Sleepwalker? And I was like, yeah, nice to meet you. Let's blah, 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 like, and he had to go shoot and do his thing. But that's why I feel like the branding is very important because when they see it out there, it's like, that's Wrestling with Unicorns. That's Sleepwalker. It's more eye catching than seeing our faces. Not yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I tell people just always wear merch,
Hmm.
because people don't recognize the face. Yeah, cause it's funny because I just remember right now, like I met him too. Told me, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I literally met him, and then I didn't know who he was
Yes.
because he literally went up to me. He was like,
Hmm.
"Hey, like, aren't you wrestling unicorn?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "That's me." And then he was like, "Oh, dude, like, nice to meet you."
Yeah.
And then like I didn't realize who it was until like recently. I think he posted a picture recently,
Hmm.
and then I realized, oh shit, it was him. They said hi to me. I was like,
Yeah.
but then it's because we so like us as videographers, like
Hmm.
sometimes I feel like we don't want to give the attention to us.
Yeah.
You know, we want to give attention to everything else,
I like our
right?
clips and our
Our
footage.
clips.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we do a brand to
Hmm.
separate from us as people from the brand. So
Hmm.
people don't know, hey, it's like, oh, okay, that's Martin, right? Yes,
Yeah.
it's like it's Martin, but the thing is, like my brand's Wrestling with Unicorns.
Yeah.
Like separate ourselves from who we really are as people to our brand. It's like,
Yeah.
and that's why I feel like branding yourself is very important. So yeah, so if you are a young photographer or videographer, please do your own brand on. It's like
Yeah.
find something else you fucking like to do. It's like if you like let's say pandas, it's like photography with pandas,
Photography with
or
pandas. There you go.
photography with pandas. So whoever gets that name, please
Gotta credit
fucking
Martin. Credit you
please
wrestling with
credit
unicorns.
me, credit me or something, it's like, or send me a shirt or something, it's like, or send me a sticker because I need stickers on my new
We all need
uh
stickers on
carry on,
everything.
you know? Yeah, because I'm like, I broke my carry on recently.
Hmm.
So if you guys have stickers, send them my way or send me a message on social media and like send me some stickers, so
And to,
you
to
know.
kind of go off that brand thing, there was someone I was talking to about this, but they had said that when you're putting your clips out there and when you're pushing your product and you're putting all this work on Instagram, right?
Mhm.
It's like the way you want to differentiate a brand versus personality. That's what she said. It's like, do you want to be a brand or do you want a personality? Do you want to be a personality?
Mhm.
Meant was like, when you're posting these clips, is your Instagram gonna have the clips and photos of you and your like life, blah blah blah,
Mhm.
or is it just gonna be all strictly wrestling clips? And I feel like that's the big difference between a brand and a personality. So you really got to figure out at first, like, which one do you want to be?
Yeah, and it's crazy because like I've been called an influencer.
Yeah,
I've been called an influencer, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck am I influencing
yeah,
you to? I'm like, dude, like a couple years ago, someone said that like I was influencing violence because of my
yeah.
clips.
But
It's
yeah,
like,
Was it
Shout
like
out to
X?
the homie from X or Twitter. I
Yeah.
don't know whoever fucking told me that I was influencing violence. Yeah, he literally posted that shit, and
Mhm.
I was like, what the fuck? I'm influencing violence.
Jeez.
But then someone else recently called me an influencer, right?
Mhm.
But for me, it's like I'm not an influencer. It's like it's just a brand. But fortunately, people will always connect you
Yeah,
to your brand. Always. No
exactly.
matter how much you try to separate yourself from the brand, people are still gonna remember. Still gonna put you together with the brand and who you are.
Mhm. And yeah, I 100% agree with that. And, besides the branding and like the logoing, like I guess you got to also figure out what you're going to shoot, what you want to shoot, whether it's photo, video. And when you first start out, like, you're testing out the waters, you're just shooting everything. But as you kind of grow into your brand, you start to figure out what your niche is, and what will make your work stand out from everybody else. So like, for example, like, what do you think makes your clip stand out? Like, what makes someone say, that's Martin, that's Wrestling with Unicorns?
So like my style of filming
Hmm.
is I basically film from the bottom rope.
Okay.
From like from yeah, like under the bottom rope. I literally film always from there. Or
Hmm.
sometimes I film between the bottom and the second rope.
Okay.
Sometimes. But because I'm too tall, so then I have to be on my knees. So
Hmm.
and another advice to you young photographers and videographers, invest in fucking knee pads
Knee
on.
pad.
Knee pads are very fucking important, you know? So there, man, go buy some on Amazon, but buy the heavy duty ones
Yep. Because
because
they're
those
not going to have
motherfuckers are
foam
gonna
pads.
help you.
Yep.
Yeah, because those motherfuckers are gonna help you. Because, dude, I wish somebody told me that shit when I started 10 years ago.
Hmm.
It's like now I'm 32, and it's like, yeah, it's like I still have good knees, but dude, it's hard as hell getting up.
They could have been better.
Yeah, they could have been better. So yes, please invest in knee pads, guys. But anyways, but yes, yeah, I shoot from the bottom,
Hmm.
because I don't want to cover nobody else.
Yeah.
And what I do, and it's crazy because sometimes I will not even be looking at the camera. Right? Why? Because
Yeah.
I've been doing this for so long. They're like, I just follow like the movements in my hand. So sometimes I'll be paying attention to my surroundings without me noticing what I'm filming
Yeah.
because I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on because I don't want to get hit or I don't want nothing else to happen to me. So I'm basically just filming it from the bottom, and you can tell it's the rest of the unicorn clips because there's certain clips when the opponent or no, I mean the opponent when the wrestler goes on the third rope or
Hmm.
like from the apron. Oh no, from the third rope they're gonna do a splash. I usually put my camera under them,
Yep.
right, and I try to follow them, right. So I
Just
try
like
to
that
follow them.
450 clip.
Yes, the 450. Yeah, just follow them. Boom, boom, right. And sometimes I don't even see what I'm filming, so
Yeah.
I just do it. I do it by luck,
And just hope that you get it.
just hope for the best, and that's the style of mine. It's
Yeah.
usually, it's like in my personal life, I just do fuck it. So filming, I do the same thing, but
Send it.
it's
Send it live.
you just fucking said, yeah, you just do it,
Yeah.
right? But it's because I've been doing this for so long that I'm used to it. So I'm so comfortable just not looking at my camera and just filming it. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom, and then film it. And then when I see them jump, I try to lift up my camera, boom, do anything. Just follow the movements and that's all. But it's because I've been doing this for so long,
It's
you
like
know,
second nature.
second nature. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why that's how you know it's a wrestling union clip. Because a lot of people tell me all the time, hey, isn't that one of your clips? Because they know my style.
Hmm.
And then when I used to film on my phone, people knew how I filmed and what style in my phone also. So now with the camera, a lot of people know now they're knowing my style also
Hmm.
using the camera, even though the camera's a little bit more fucking heavier. It's like,
Way
dude,
heavier
like,
than a phone.
dude, you don't know how strong my fucking arms are
Yeah.
now, dog. Because it's like literally carry
Jacked.
one fucking hand. Dude, like I'm jacked now because of the
Yeah.
fucking camera. You know, but it's because it's heavier.
Yeah. It's a
But
lot
not going to
heavier.
that. Yeah, it's way heavier than the fucking phone.
Hmm.
So but like going back to it, it's like you have to find your own style of how you want people to see your stuff out there
Yeah.
and how you want to separate yourself from everybody else. Because
Yeah.
if you're doing the same style as everybody else, the filming people will be like, "Oh, isn't that one guy?" No, it's like, no, that's not that guy. It was me, dog. It's like
Yeah.
So then that's how you build your brand, separating yourself, the style that you feel comfortable filming. You know.
Exactly.
So how do you film,
So
Arlen?
so for like my reels, the one way that you can know it's my reel is if it's one, it's a heavy song. It's a heavy, fast song.
Mm-hmm.
And two, the clips are fast and impactful. Like all my clips, if they're longer than like 2, 3 seconds, I feel like that's too long. Like these clips, they need to be bang, bam, 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 bam to like match my song that I put on there, you know? And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what sets my reels apart. It's like when they see that clip, it's like that's Sleepwalker, 100%. It's fast, aggressive. And I also choose to use these fast clips. It's because it makes you want to watch the reel over and over and over again. Be like, oh, did I catch that? Did I catch that? And each time you watch it, I promise you'll find something new that you didn't notice from the first pass. So
Yeah.
that's and also like it's very dark, moody,
Yeah.
and I just like that darker feel, like that gritty, aggressive like feel to it, you
That's
know?
great. Yeah, and you're right because there's not a lot of styles like that. You know,
Yeah.
and it's funny because a lot of people they do they do how do you call it? I'm sorry, I just got a fucking text message. I'm sorry. I was like, wait, I'm so sorry, guys. It just I got a text message. I was like, wait, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry, guys. But no, but 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 you're right because
Mhm.
like what separates yours is is the song,
Yeah.
right? But it separates how the lighting and how the filter is in on the video,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah.
So it separates like that. Because if it's dark, it's an Arlen. Oh, I'm thinking Sleepwalker.
It's a
It's
sleepwalker. It's a sleepwalker.
Sleepwalker video, you know? So Sleepwalker, you know? But then here's the thing though, going back to it, like for me personally, when I think about Sleepwalker, I
Yeah.
think about dark, right? I think about heavy.
Yes.
So, and that goes to the song is heavy, the
Yes.
video is dark, right? But the thing is, you need to pay attention to the video because
Yes.
it's like the move, boom, 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 boom. And that's what I fucking love about your highlight videos is that, you know, because you have to pay attention to the
You
videos,
have to.
you know, because there's a lot of videos out there. They're very slow, right? Slow
Mhm.
motion. Don't get me wrong. You know, it's like, don't get me wrong.
But you
Everybody who
always gotta
loves
use it right. You gotta use it
Yes, you always have
right.
to use it right. Right. Everybody who use slow motion videos, it's not good. I was like, don't. I'm not trashing or anything,
Mhm.
right? But sometimes you need to know how to use the slow mo videos.
Yeah.
You need to know how to use it because if you don't, it's just gonna look shitty. But if you pay attention to your video, it's like a work of art. You know, like I gotta tell people, you want to present art and beauty out there to
Exactly.
the fucking world.
Yeah.
You don't want to half-ass that shit, and then people be like, "Damn, this is
What is
ass,"
this?
right?
Yeah.
And then that's when the whole situation with the damn, your brand fucking sucks, dog.
Yep.
Why? Because of one shitty ass video, and that's the fucking thing. Is going back to it. You always have to pour your heart and soul to this bitch. You know, shit. I cursed. Fuck, I cursed again. Oh damn it! I
Oh,
censored. Oh my god,
we gotta start a counter. How many
they're gonna
times
censor me. They're gonna censor me to the fucking FCC. Is it called the FCC?
I think so, yeah. It's
Right?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
the FCC is
FCC.
gonna fucking cussing us. Oh my
Man,
god, they're gonna
you're just gonna hear
fucking
beep, 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 beep,
yeah.
beep. Yeah, this
FCC are
beep,
gonna
this beep.
fucking send us a cease and
No, it's not a cease and desist. No, because no, that's when you like rip someone off.
Oh, okay then.
We're
So
just
what do they
swearing a
send
lot.
us? Yes. So do do they
I
send us
don't
like
think
a fucking ticket? Right?
they send you anything.
Any send shit? No. Oh,
No, I
okay.
don't think
Yeah,
so.
because like the Eminem song, you know, the FCC, you know, that BB, you know, it's like so I kind
You
of assume that like send you a
you know what's
ticket.
crazy? That's the first thing that came to my mind too when you said FCC. I used to know that rap like front to back in like high school.
Who like I listen to that song all the time, so that's the reason why the FCC don't let me be.
So
Anyway,
let me be
yeah,
me, so let me see.
yes,
Trying to show me down on MTV. It feels so empty without me.
there you go. Okay, but still, please
Okay, but
FCC,
yeah.
please don't cancel us. You know, I'm sorry. You know, it's like I just curse a lot. But anyways, but yeah, you know, it's like just throwing the beauty of art. You know, it's like
Mhm.
that's what I tell people. You know, it's like you show your beauty, like you show how much you love to this shit by posting something beautiful,
Yeah.
right? Don't just have acid. Just don't post anything just because you want to have the
Just
views,
to post.
right?
Post just to
Just to
post.
post.
Yeah.
No, you know, it's like you take your time, you know, you give it the love, you know, it's kind of a relationship, you know,
Mhm.
it's like you take your time, You know, it's like you show that person you love them, you know, and then you just pour your love to it, you know, and it's basically the same thing, you know, because you want to show the world your beauty of art to them,
Mhm.
you know? So that's why going back to the brand thing, you know, it's like you want your brand to be known as, damn, that guy posts bangers, you know?
Exactly.
You don't want to be known as like, damn, that guy doesn't post anything good, you know? It's like, why the fuck is he still here, you know?
Or they
But
have one good video and everything else
yes,
is mid. Like, you gotta
dude,
put the same amount of work into every single video or
dude,
photo.
that's how I felt sometimes. You
Mhm.
know, it's like that's how I feel sometimes. It's like, damn, dude, man, like I've been viral like many times. You know, it's like I've been viral
Mhm.
many times, but lately I haven't been viral, right? And I felt, damn, you know, it's like, man, like I missed that one good clip, you know. But it's because I had to realize that everything is now a viral moment
Yeah.
because that viral moment is just gonna happen, you know. And you just
You
post
can't
it,
you can't force
boom.
it.
You can't force it. You
Yeah.
know, it's like it's just like love. You can't
Yeah, you
force
can't
that
force
shit.
it.
You can't force love. You
We are
know,
now a
so
dating podcast too.
yeah, we think fuck it. Yes, if you guys want one relationship advice, don't come to me because I can't hold a fucking relationship. So don't come to me with relationship advice. You know,
Oh,
everything else,
man.
dude. If you want fucking advice about biography, advice about social media, wrestling, come to me.
There you go.
But relationship advice, hell no. You know, I don't know about Ireland. Maybe go
Disclaimer.
to Ireland, ask them about relationships, but don't ask me about relationships. 'Cause I can't even hold one, dog.
Oh,
But
man. Okay.
man, we could do a whole hour about fucking relationships in this bitch, dog.
That'll
Yeah, a
be
whole
the wrong
fucking hour.
podcast.
Yeah, and this is gonna be, dude. That's why we should do a second podcast about. Okay, so this one should be Shutter Slam, right?
Yeah.
The other one is Shutter Your Heart because we'll
So
be talking about relationships and shit.
this is what it's like to date people in the wrestling industry.
Dude, we should get an episode. But the thing is, it's like, who the fuck do we bring him uh,
Who are
to
your
fucking talk
guests?
about my relationships? You know, it's like shit, dude. You know, like I could bring my exes, but they would trash the fuck out of me. Now I'm
Oh
fucking
my
with you.
gosh.
No, no, you know that I'm not trashing anybody. You know, it's like I
Dude,
love everybody. You know, it's like shout out to all my exes. You know, they were
shout out
great
to my
people.
exes.
You know, like shout out to my exes. You know, you were great people. You know, fortunately we didn't match, but it's all good, dog. You know, it's all love, dog. But anyways,
Okay, back to the branding.
go back to the branding. Oh, and then going back to the branding. You
Dude,
know, it's like because your brand will also represent how people view of you and how much
yeah,
they love you.
yeah. And you
You
always want
know,
to have a good reputation, you know?
exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Have a good reputation. And it's like, you know, it's like, yes, you know, it's like, I'm going to be a great example. You know, it's
Mhm.
like, I'm a jokester. This is who I am in real life.
Yeah.
Everybody who knows me
Mhm.
know that this is me, you know, because I don't take things serious in life.
Yeah.
Life is too fucking short to be too serious about it. I just want to have fun. You know, I just want to fucking enjoy life as much as I can.
Mhm.
However I'm fucking live for, I want people to remember me as a real motherfucker. You know,
As
I
a
don't want people
real
to
one.
remember me.
A real
I'm like
one.
a real one. You know what I'm saying? I want people to be like, damn man, he was fake as fuck. I don't
Yeah.
want people to remember me like that, you know? And then that's going back to how you want people to represent you. You know,
Mhm.
because like my brand, you know, so I want people to recognize me as a worldwide traveling biographer,
Yeah.
right? So that was something that I always wanted to separate myself since the beginning of when I started doing this. You know,
Mhm.
like separate myself from just being known as as a videographer from Chicago. So now I have the honors to travel all over the country, you know, all over the world, you know, and that's what I love is when people are like, "Oh, aren't you from here? Oh, aren't you from there?" Like, no, you know, it's like that's why I want because I want people to be like, "Oh shit, like he's from all over the place," you know. So like separate myself from everybody else, and going back to separating yourself from everybody else and making sure people know who you are as a person, you know,
Mhm.
and in yourself as a person and as your brand. Separate yourself, have good reputations. And I know a good reputations is reputation. Have your same have a good reputation. Don't burn your bridges.
Yeah.
I was like, that's something I've learned a lot in the hard way is like, don't burn your bridges. You know, fortunately, I have burned bridges. You know, and now as an adult, as a 32-year-old man, I
Yeah.
realize all my mistakes. You know, I was like, I realized my mistakes, but it's because I was young and I didn't understand things. You
Yeah.
know, and I just wanted to just make it, you know, make it in the business. And unfortunately, I wasn't the best person.
Mhm.
I wasn't as a person that should have, you know, like I wasn't honest completely with people. is because unfortunately, I'm a person pleaser. So
Yeah.
I want people to be all happy and shit. I want everybody to be happy. But unfortunately, I realized that I can't make everybody happy.
Yeah, you really can.
Because at the end of the day, I have to make myself happy. I make decisions that they'll help me branch myself in and be able to grow as a person
Mhm.
and as a brand.
Yeah.
But then realizing of your mistakes and then apologizing to those people. And it's important for you to realize, hey, I fucked up, but knowing that it was your fault where you fucked up
Mhm.
and not blaming others for whatever mistake you made in the past and just keep on going with life. But just making sure that, hey, so people know that it wasn't them, it was you.
Yeah.
So that's another thing is like, don't ruin the opportunities for burning bridges. Just make sure that you're honest to people, make sure that you are the best version of yourself
And you own up to
as
stuff.
possible.
Own up to your mistakes because we
Yeah,
all make them.
exactly. We all make it. We all humans. We're all humans. We all make mistakes. But learning that, like, hey, it's like you mess up, just fucking man up to it or woman up to it. It's like whoever listening to our podcast, and just making sure, hey, it's like I fucked up. I'm sorry. It's like, boom, move on.
Yeah.
Just don't keep on fucking doing the same mistakes. Because if you keep on doing the same mistakes, that's when you burn your bridges.
And then no one's gonna hire you. No one's gonna
No one's
wanna
gonna
work with
hire
you.
you, dude. And plus, here's the crazy part: a lot of people don't realize this, but everybody talks.
Mhm.
If you burn yourself in one promotion, that promotion's gonna talk to someone else. Hey, this guy did this to me. That guy did this to you. Boom, and that's how your reputation
Yep.
gets.
And there you go. You're not booked at that promotion that you haven't even talked to because of something someone else said.
Exactly. And just like I told you, just being honest and realizing from your mistakes. It's like I have learned a lot from my mistakes. It's like I have grown into a different person. It's like
Mhm.
learning from what I did back then to now. It's like, yes, I'm still the same goofy person, but like now that I'm more mature, and I can totally basically just be like, hey, I fucked up in the past, and I just want to move on, and I just want to be happy.
Yeah.
And that's something that I have talked about very recently is that 2026 I want to be the better version of myself
Mhm.
that I was 2025, right? The better myself that I was every other year, and then I feel like I am becoming the better person
So
now,
the best version.
the best version
The
of
best
myself,
version.
the best version of myself, and it's just, I got totally just building your brand is just being, hey, I fuck up and just realizing that shit and then just moving on with your life.
Damn, that was very heartfelt.
Hell
I
yeah,
felt
dude.
that.
Dude, like I told you, dude, it's like I want people to know that. It's like I want people
Yeah.
to know that it's okay to fuck up, but it's more important for you to realize it when you fuck up.
Yeah.
It's like no matter it's in wrestling, no matter it's in personal life, no matter whichever it is, just realizing yourself that like, hey, it's like you just mess up, but let me fix this. Let me
Mhm.
apologize to the person I hurt, or let me apologize to whatever bridge I might be burning
Yeah.
and just keep on going on with life and just being a better version of yourself and better version of your brand too.
So from your earlier story of getting hired at Warrior to today, January 2nd, 2026, when this episode is being filmed, how do you feel Wrestling with Unicorns has grown as a brand?
Honestly, we've grown so much.
Yeah.
That I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like if you told me that the things that I will have experienced, the things that I've seen in the past 7, no, now 8 years now, eight
Mhm.
years, I would have experienced that in 2018. I would have told you that was fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I felt like I wasn't gonna like I felt at the time where I wasn't gonna grow as much as I have.
Mhm.
But all of this, I give thanks to every single person who has supported me over the years. I never say that I made it. I always say that everybody had made it because everybody has been behind my back for 8 years, 10 years now.
Mhm.
Have been supporting me there. Have given me likes, have me shares. They have told everybody about Wrestling Unicorns, and that's what I feel like have helped me grow. It's the reputation I built for myself and the people who helped me get to the dance. If it wasn't for certain people, my footage would have never been in AEW twice. And my footage would have never been in WWE. And my first one ever been Fox TV. And like I can go on and on and on different places. But it was because of the people who brought me to the dance. because all the fans, all everybody who watched my shit, I was like, they were the one to help me grow. I just done the work, but they been doing the support. You know,
Mhm.
in this business or anything in life, you can't do this shit by yourself because you always need to have other people there supporting you. And that's going back to building yourself a good reputation with others, of being honest with others. It's like building building yourself friendships. In this
Yeah.
business, you can build some sincere friendships, but it's going back to it. Be honest with them.
Yeah.
Don't be a bullshitter. Don't just use people. That's my thing that I always tell people. Don't just use people because you want to get to a certain pace or you want to be successful. Don't use people because that's going back to ruining your reputation.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to know, you don't want to be known as a user. You want to know as somebody who cares sincerely about others. And that's why I've tried to do my brand for that. I know sometimes I fuck up a lot. I fuck up on thanking people. I fuck up a lot on not being appreciative of everything. Because sometimes, unfortunately, when like growing up as somebody who, like myself, who has always have self-esteem issues, has always had anxiety and shit, it's like I always have mental shit. So like for me to be able to know that people care about me for real, has always been hard for me to accept. But then thanks to wrestling, I have always felt the love and
Mhm.
the support from everybody, and that's something that helps your brand grow. It's when other people are backing you up, you know. And then thanks to a lot of people, I've gotten different jobs. It's like I've been in NWA Chicago. I've been in the NWA. It wasn't for the homies from like homies like Kerry Morton. Like homies like Brian Idol. I would have never been in NWA. And now being one of the head guys in the Chicago brand one, it's pretty fucking cool. It's like, and then having my boss to be Billy Corgan,
Billy
even
Corgan,
fucking
yeah.
cooler. Even fucking cooler. It's like damn, dude. Like I know Billy Corgan, but that's going back to I built a good reputation to be able to go to that stage of my life now.
Mhm.
And now I'm working with uh another lucha company. Like
Mass Mania, right?
Tasmania, Massmania. And that's goes back because I built a good reputation with Kevin. And Kevin used to be in Wrestling Society X. Wrestling Society X was something that I watched growing up. And now working next to Kevin, it humbles me because it's like I remember that 13-year-old used to watch him produce that show. And
Mhm.
now helping him produce Massmania means the fucking world to me.
Yeah.
But that's going back to building your good reputation and being good to people and being honest to people and not being a bullshitter.
Yeah.
So
Man, I mean, I haven't had the longevity of your career. Like I've only been my second year going in, but I absolutely agree with everything you said, just being genuine and laying it all out there for everyone. And I obviously would not be Sleepwalker without any of the wrestlers or any of the supporters, likers, anyone that shares my footage, definitely would not be Sleepwalker without you either,
mm,
without your advice when I first started,
oh
like
yeah.
especially you telling me just to go after everything. And I feel like throughout the 2 years, I've spent so much time just like trying to perfect the brand. Each and every single video is just trying to perfect the brand. How can I make this video better? How can I make Sleepwalker better? And how can I get to like the next step of where I'm supposed to be? So I feel like just building that brand helped, and being genuine, making friends. I've made so many friends in this business that I never thought I'd be friends with ever. It's wild. It's so wild.
But
And
all
like,
of this
yeah,
got you because you're sincere.
yeah,
Because you were genuine. And that's because your brand is building up to be genuine. People
and
can,
we
you know,
love doing it.
we
We
love doing it
love
with
doing
our
it.
fucking hearts.
Yeah,
Because that's the only thing that makes us keep on doing this shit because we love this shit.
yeah.
Because if we didn't, we would have probably been right now. What was it? Like now on the day that we're filming this, it's 11:23. We would have been sleeping.
We would have been sleeping.
On a fucking Friday night, we'll be
Yeah.
sleeping.
And I
You
think the
know,
most important part of your brand too is you gotta have heart. You gotta have a heart behind your brand. Like you can't be a fake brand and just like put it out there. Like you gotta love it. You gotta love your work. And when you believe it, everyone out there will believe it.
exactly,
So
and that's going back to it. It's like going back to being genuine. It's going back to just being yourself to other people because that's the main thing you need to do in this business to be genuine. And
mhm,
show people that you're real, that you're not fake. And it's hard because it's unfortunately you meet different kind of people. Some people want to use you. Fortunately, some people want to be legit be friends with you because they they want to get to know you,
Yeah.
and it just takes time to realize that. And like I told you, it's like I consider you like one of my closest friends, even
Likewise.
though we only met each other one time at the One House of Glory show a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago or a month ago. Oh shit, yeah, like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
We finally met in person for that show,
And now
right?
here
But
we are.
even
We have a
though we fucking
podcast.
yeah, and we have a podcast, and it's fucking crazy. We have a podcast now together, and we only met one time in person, but
Mhm.
we known each other for what, like 2, 3 years
2
now.
years now, yeah.
Yeah, and that for me has been really a really cool experience. It's like people like videographers have always messaged me for advice.
Mhm.
And it's crazy because like I remember your messages. I
Mhm.
remember your messages. I always remember you being sincere about stuff. Asking me for advice,
Yeah.
and that for me meant the world to me because honestly, yes, it's like I am a name, for quotation mark, but for me, when people are genuine to me, that means even more
Yeah.
you know, because they're like, oh, like I care
How you
about the
treated them.
person, yeah, about how you treat them. So that's what for me. It's like for me, whenever somebody comes up to me or asks me for advice, dude, like I give them time, dude. I listen to them. It's like even though I talk fucking a lot, but I listen to them. That
But you got a lot
I
to say.
yeah, I have a lot to say, because I want people to better themselves. I want people to be a better version of themselves also, you know, and be able to expand themselves in their brand. Going back to the fucking brand. Like this
Yeah.
whole thing is about the brand, you know, making sure that
Brand.
the brand, so making sure that they know, hey, say I'm doing this to build up my brand, you know,
Mm,
and that's why I always give advice about brands. I give advice about anything that I can give them advice about, like camera work and shit. Like I do it because I genuinely care, because I want people to, hey, grow and be better videographers and photographers. Because a lot of these kids are gonna be the future. I feel, sometimes I feel fucking old. It's like, dude, like, yeah. And then seeing all the young kids, I'm like, damn, dude, I remember when I was their age.
yeah.
When I started this shit, I was 21. So I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. But I had passion for this shit. I had
Yeah.
love for this shit. And now as a 32-year-old, so I'm like, damn, I want to make this business better. I want
Mhm.
to make this grow better. I want a lot of these kids to get jobs. I want these kids to get paid. And that's something that for me that matters to me the world is that whenever these kids are getting treated well, you know, and that's why I always try to treat everybody with love and care, because that's how I want people to remember me. Hey, it's like I don't want to, oh man, that dick from Chicago. Oh, that dick from like that wrestling unicorn stick.
Mhm.
And yes, I've been a dick before, but fortunately because of other reasons, but never just because you're being nice to me or not just because of this, because I want you to know that, hey, so I care about you. I want you to be a better version of yourself and I want
Yeah.
you to be able to grow.
Yeah.
So
Well said. Well said.
I'm trying
Well,
to.
I think we're coming up to time. So I think the
Oh yeah, good.
takeaways for brand are be genuine, build your own style, create your own look, stand out,
Hmm.
and have heart. You know what's crazy? I actually have that tattooed on me right there.
Oh
Have
shit.
heart.
Oh, shit for real?
That's
Damn.
crazy. I did not plan that at all. For
That's
real, for
fucking
real.
cool.
But
Damn,
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, Zen. Fucking cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because it's
but
true.
yeah, there we
Always
go.
have heart.
So those
You know?
what are your takeaways for branding?
Honestly, just be genuine. Be honest. Make sure you build your own style. Make connections. Make sure people know that your brand is genuine. That you want to grow. That you want to help people. That you're doing this for the good fucking reasons. And just honestly, just be yourself. And just show the world your love and passion for this. Don't care about people saying, because I hate the F word of fake,
Mhm,
right? No, don't let people like whatever they say about the F word. No, you keep on doing this shit because you love this shit.
mhm.
Because you want to do this shit. Just show people your love for this, and people will realize, damn, he really loves this. And that was how I started, because a lot of people tell me, oh, you filmed the F thing,
Yeah,
like the fake thing, No, it's like I love wrestling and I want people to know my love for it. So please just keep on always doing everything with your heart. Have heart with this shit,
have heart.
and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Keep on trying, keep on working on yourself, build your brand, and become somebody you want to be proud of in 10 years or 5 years. Because honestly, I am becoming the version of myself that I'm happy with how I'm doing right now. It's like of how 8 years ago, 10 years ago, I didn't knew like my life was gonna be like this right now. Like I
Yeah.
never knew I was gonna have a podcast, you know?
Same.
So that's why just do genuine, everything genuine, and do it and do it with your heart and passion. So
Perfect. Well, with that said, you know what time it is. Let's hit them with it. Hit them with it.
okay, so thank you for listening to the podcast of Shutter Slam
Shutter
with
Slide.
Shutter Slam with your hosts Arlen and Martin the Unicorn. And please follow us on social medias on Shutter Slam, YouTube, TikTok, X, Facebook, and Instagram. Did I mention
Instagram.
Instagram? Yeah, Instagram. And please listen to us in all the places you can listen to your podcasts, just as Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Please subscribe to us and leave a good review, so we can keep on doing episodes. Yeah.
Perfect. And then follow us on our social medias, Wrestling with Unicorns, and at I Am Sleepwalker with no vowels because we don't like vowels. Cool. All right. Hit them with it. Bye.
Bye, guys.